happy Taurus season, and Venus moving into Aries. I will be creating a Venus in Aries video sometime soon. Hope everyone had a lovely solar eclipse and is embracing the Pluto retrograde. We're going to be in this until October, so hope everyone's just embracing that as well. Yeah, what a lovely solar eclipse and new moon for Taurus season. This week we have an aspect nearly every single day. I kind of wrote the astrology out a little differently than I usually do. So I think we have, let's see, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So 5 aspects, and then we have the Venus moving into Aries transit. So that's technically 6, but I'm not going to go too much into the Venus transit because I have a separate video for those transits that I do readings for, like its own individual reading. But today I'm excited because I'm bringing in an oracle deck that I really admire and I really just have loved for a long time. So at the end of the reading I'm going to draw an oracle card, and I'm not going to reveal the oracle deck yet, but I'm excited and going to try to keep it a surprise. So anyway, Monday we have Venus moving into Aries. The moon is moving into Gemini early today. I'm recording this on Monday, by the way. And so with Venus shifting into Aries, we're just really able to move from a state of a lot of sensitivity to, and maybe like introvertedness and feeling into a state of like fully activating and just being like embodying that charm and that grace of Venus and making it boldly noticeable and initiating new experiences versus just really sitting and feeling in Pisces. So that's exciting to have a change, moving from water to fire, still purifying relationships and establishing new layers of self-worth that are aligned with you know, what you hold value to and what you hold, like what you hold value to in terms of relationships and in everything, relationships with material world and relationships with other people, relationships with I'm trying to think of another word for values, just like interest and virtues. So I'm going to draw a card for each one of the days. This is going to be a full weekly reading. I'm going to try to keep it concise. So I'm going to start talking about if I can get a card, I can't even get a card yet. I'm going to start talking about the Tuesday transit, aspect, which is Jupiter sextile Pluto, and this aspect is super benevolent. It is indicative of massive power. Like Jupiter inflates everything and brings a ton of fortune, and then Pluto is this pure, instinctual, innate, hidden power in sometimes dark places. And I don't know how this happened, but the devil is for Monday. So, as I said that, the Jupiter and sextile Pluto can lead to exploration of occult and magical knowledge, really just like exploring the depths of like your shadow aspect, finding those hidden corridors of the underworld within yourself, and using that to embody the shadow part of yourself. We have duality present at all times, and I was reading about this, and Carl Jung says that these aspects are the true potent power within us. Once you can integrate those aspects and like bring those into surface and just kind of just accept them as they are, and alchemize so that it's present gracefully, and even if it's, you know, a bad habit, if it's present, these are core parts of ourselves that, even though they appear ugly, they're actually super beautiful and make us human. And here is the fruitful and powerful, ripe, innate power that we have and we hold. So digging up those aspects and reaping the benefits in a healthy and I'm just like, I'm pausing because, one, there's a lot of commotion, but also, like, how come my cards? Can I get a card for Tuesday? I gotta be specific, I guess. Dang. Okay. If I don't get a card for every day, thanks for the patience, everyone. So anyway, back to Jupiter, Pluto. Yeah, so nonetheless, vital and powerful hidden treasures in these explorations of the occult, magic, and our shadow selves. You could also just have like this, Ace of Cups, urge to like experience something like ultimate, or like have like an ultimate experience, like best day ever attitude, because you know that it's possible and it can happen. So it's like, you know, anything's possible, and having that attitude going into anything really, allowing that to guide and be like, you know, the underlying energy of something that you've wanted to accomplish, and knowing that even though it seems like insurmountable, that it's truly possible to have that ultimate experience and those, you know, those big dreams with Jupiter and Pisces. And then Pluto's in Capricorns, that really aligns really well, because Pluto is in the sign of ambition and achievements. Pisces is, or Jupiter's in the sign of dreams and hidden forces. So there's a lot of benevolent and angelic energy there for moving you towards your goals and what you really want to achieve in life. And Tuesday could be a day to set an action. Oh, and when I was doing the astrology, I noticed that this whole week really aligned towards like initiating and like just having a ton of action. Like there's a lot of forward moving energies at play here. And as we go through the rest of the astrology, you'll see what I'm saying. Like this is just very much like a catalyst energy to start something and make moves. On Wednesday, we have Mars sextile Uranus. This energy is very much like electricity. Mars is fire, Uranus is electricity. So we have some like electrical synthesis and potential for just like full experience of electrical waves, or just like feeling like electric, having like so much energy, like Energizer Bunny. This aspect can really serve as the catalyst to get something done, more or less zapped into action, to keep with the electrical theme. This aspect can also just render like no time to lose attitude, and like maybe bring up some impatience for anything. Like you could just feel kind of impatient with this aspect too. It's very beneficial for like very quick and decisive actions. As you can tell, it's like a just do it now attitude, and it's supporting, the sextile supports that, and is there to help. I'm going to flip the page of my notes. Like I said, I did the astrology a little differently, and I kind of like it better than how I've done in the past. This energy can also bring a ton of creativity, and can like be resourceful for others. In terms of creativity too, it's more of like an original, authentic creativity that arises, and allows for, like I said, resourcefulness, but that's because of the success that this authenticity brings. So this energy is just great for bringing creation, and to have like creativity and action. Another aspect to Mars sextile Uranus is being precarious. So it's just wise to be cautious with making precarious decisions. Just maybe even due like to impatience or just lack of awareness, because you're so focused on getting something done, and you're not really taking in all the miscellaneous environmental aspects that are going on. I feel like I just saw a card flipped over. The cards are being very humbling today. Okay. I swear I saw a card flipped. Anyway, let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I might even just keep it, depending on it. Just okay. Friday. I'm looking for the card. Sorry if I appear scattered. There we go. Sometimes the cards just, when they don't surface, like it's been 13 minutes and if they're not surfacing in 13 minutes, it kind of just definitely is distracting for me. But I'm trying to stay focused on how this reading usually goes. So continuing with the Mars sextile Uranus, this can bring some desire for like having exhilarating experiences, just like wanting excitement, and having that excitement in various areas of life. Could just be, you know, driving like a fast car, or just having some kind of new exciting experience, whatever that entails for you. Thursday, we have the Sun conjunct Uranus, and I noted this aspect in the Taurus season readings for each of the signs, so I recommend watching those videos for your sign, and getting more detail into how this conjunction will impact you in your sun, your moon, or your rising. I also have a little bit more detail in those readings, so I'm just going to say that this is an aspect that is just embodying I'm different. It's a resurgence of your originality and bringing that into your self-expression with the sun and your vitality, making this like really in line with your life force and being who you are, holding the truth of self above all else, and like vibrantly expressing that, so that your uniqueness and independence is a source and sense of freedom for you and for others. This is a super, I think it's such a righteous conjunction, because Uranus just has that revolutionary mindset that when paired with the sun, it brings that into the forces at will, and doing so in a way that's, you know, very much humanitarian and looking out for everyone. Friday, since we're just going through the whole aspects, and then we'll go through the cards. Friday we have the Mercury sextile Venus aspect, and this is usually just emotional and mental ease and stillness that plays into the day. Very much renders ideas of beauty and aesthetics, and I thought of this when charting out the astrology, at least this aspect that like you're really seeing, thinking, and feeling, and then radiating the beauty that's in the world. So and then that, you know, goes into generating itself again. So it's just a continuous cycle. You're seeing beauty, peace. You're thinking beauty, peace. You're feeling beauty and peace because your thoughts are beauty and peace. And then you're radiating that beauty and peace into the environment, which is creating beauty and peace. And then you're seeing beauty and peace. So it's just a very pretty day for having that continuous flow of calmness and harmony. I'm just gonna take the top, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's 3 cards here. I know I do this differently a lot. Okay, so it's Saturday and Sunday. Only on Saturday do we have an aspect, and it's Sun sextile Mars. This is another one of those surges of action. So this is like an increased push to start something, especially where your true self will be expressed. This is a aspect that's supporting that go-getter attitude and brings a lot of initiation and assertiveness to anything that you start. So yeah, I'm wondering whether or not everyone else got the sense of this is definitely a week to start something new that aligns with your true authentic self, and having that energy to support. There's, you know, pretty much all sextiles this week, and then a conjunction, and then Venus moving into Aries. So yeah, just like a very lovely week of starting new things that align with yourself and what you wish and dream of having in your life. So yay, we have our cards. Okay, so Monday we have the Devil. This is indicative of addictions and things that keep you weighed down, bad habits, temptations, and self-sabotage, anything that's just not that's hindering your flow state, that is really a setback. This is overcoming these things, so that, because the Devil has power over these individuals at the moment. He's chained them here, and therefore he's exerting his power by making it seem like, I have control over you. This is very much a Pluto retrograde figure, where you battle these dark and shadow aspects to integrate or overcome things that are holding you back from being your true authentic self. And on Thursday we have the Lovers. This is how it is for me. I don't know how it's going to show. I think I have to, I don't know, sorry. We have pretty much a mirror image. Something occurs during the week where we get this liberation and are free of whatever's holding you back. And this could just require some purging and just being aware of what it is. Definitely something to overcome and let go of. It needs to be released. And it could be something to think about before the next lunar eclipse, which is all about literally releasing things that have power or control over you from being your true authentic self, and have more so to have that empowerment versus having that manipulative power from someone else. On Tuesday, we have the Ace of Cups. This is beauty. This is also, the Lotus appears here after the Devil, and the Lotus, survives that mucky existence of darkness and resurfaces beautiful and perfectly intact, unscathed by the darkness. This is overwhelming and an abundance of emotional and creative spiritual flow. I'm getting more of a sense of like a peaceful flow state. Something happens between Monday and Tuesday where this flow is just restored, or maybe Tuesday something clicks and there's just like a restoration of flow here. On Wednesday, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is really balancing everything that life entails. Juggling tasks and priorities. Trying to keep everything in a fluid and balanced manner, so that it's ongoing and stays lifted. These aren't on the ground. I want to note that these, if they, he's doing everything he can to juggle, and the fact that they're not, one hasn't fallen to the ground, they're juggling seamlessly, despite the wavy and rockiness that boats or emotions can endure, or vessels. even, I've mentioned this before, even if it doesn't appear graceful, there is a grace in having things balanced, even if it seems really unorthodox, and it could maybe even sloppy. We get some more balance in on Thursday. The lovers are here, and there's some kind of divine assurance that you know, a lot of love is coming through, and despite the challenges that could be on the next endeavor, or you know, there's a lot of energy for starting something new. There could be something new that's really started. We need to get rid of some old habits and start this new endeavor. This is a choice card. This is making a choice of freedom versus being manipulated, having someone else take control. But nonetheless, a balance in aspects that fuel your flow. And I get the sense that maybe this could be something involved with the self. This is, you know, very much is a self habit, and this is self-love. Maybe something needs to be integrated so that you love yourself more, and allow for things to just appear in life that reassure your self-love and your self-worth as well. This is receiving. Even though there's a choice here, there's a choice to receive. This is receiving. Or being able to receive because you make a choice. Also getting like messages here, being aware of messages. Friday we have the Empress. This is divine feminine. This is abundance and growth. Having that beauty and self-worth embodied to the point where you live a luxurious life because you yourself just you see yourself as luxurious, like not in like a superficial or conceited way, just, you know, having gratitude towards existence and everything that grows. This is a lot of peace, and can indicate I'm getting two very much abundant female feminine figures here, just like reassuring, like a flow of feminine energy. On Saturday we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is all about reciprocity and giving so that the scales are even. I've said this before, I get like a very much a Robin Hood aspect from this card, really just giving so that there's a restoration of balance between everyone in terms of material wealth and health. The pentacles can resemble health and also material goods. And even though this is, you know, breadcrumbs can also just mean knowledge too. This is sharing and being resourceful with all things that are earth, and that's knowledge and material goods. On Sunday, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is living in abundance because of your hard work and your dedication to your craft. This is the entrepreneur card. This is living happily and self-sufficiently. If this says empowerment, if a card says empowerment, this is the card. This is empowerment because of all that is generated from you, the abundance of fruitfulness from you, and just like a poise that's really graceful and receptive and full of gratitude because of what you've held true. And the birds here, another indication of messages. So yeah, that's the card reading for the week. I'm gonna do a oracle card to see what else we can bring in. This is the Crystal Ally deck, and I actually broke the deck to try to shuffle, and upon breaking it, the first card that was revealed was this Kunzite Hiddenite card. It represents joy and gratitude, and I have a little backstory behind this deck in general. This is actually like the Evolution edition. The original editions from like 1994. That was like the first oracle card I ever drew, and it was actually this card that I drew. So I really love Kunzite. If you know me, then you know that I love Kunzite. So I was really happy to get this card, and I really try to embody joy and gratitude, and I think the reading or the explanation in summary of joy and gratitude is really beautiful in Naisha's book, and she's also the co-author of the Book of Stones. So I really enjoy everything that this deck embodies and represents. So I'm going to shuffle. I haven't even shuffled these yet because of this. I broke it to shuffle it, went to this card, I was like, there's perfect. Okay. My hair is just being crazy. So excuse me while I figure out how to shuffle it. Sometimes with the cards you have to like have like a test shuffle. I haven't even tried to shuffle these yet. So anyway, yeah, these are all crystals. Every card represents a crystal, and then there's elements too. So there's the 5 elements that Naisha and Robert Simmons have broken out their book into for identifying elements and crystals. And I actually think they incorporate storm in addition to like the 4 core elements. I've lately have really wanted there to be a electrical storm suit in the tarot. I think that would be so cool to have another suit to represent storm and electricity. Even though I guess it's kind of fire, it still has its own, it has a little bit of it's just different. It's definitely like a charge aspect versus, I don't know, another conversation. Okay, I'm just gonna have that be what it is. So we'll get a oracle card for the week and see what crystal comes up. Cooperite. Ooh. Receptive power. This is a beautiful stone. Cooperite comes in like this very, like, I wonder if it's orthorhombic or cubic structure, but it has like kind of like the fluorite-esque cube and spinel-esque growth habit. I don't know it exactly. I'd have to look into one of my crystal books, but it's a beautiful stone. It has this really bright, vibrant red to it. So yeah, this is receptive power. Receiving messages. There's a lot of receptive energy here. Like I said, flowing through. So I guess with the astrology that's at play as well, there seems to be some kind of receiving that comes through and really allows for recognition, and then after the recognition there's a lot of action energy this week. So so much of a catalyst on Wednesday, but I guess maybe trying to figure out how to balance it, and maybe even learning and seeing how to balance via being receptive to messages that come through. I might add, you know what, I'm really proud of myself with this reading. Despite having like the whole craziness, I'm gonna look into the Cooperite and give a little bit of the details. Cooperite, where are you? Okay. All right, receptive power. Chakras, earth and heart and root. Affirmation: I receive so that I may have the power to co-create. All right, I'm only gonna read the message. Cooperite's appearance in your cards is telling you to move into the receptive power of the void, from which come all creation and experience. The answers that you seek lie within your deepest self. Make time to find them by moving inward through meditation and solitude. Open yourself to the mysteries of the universe and to the void where all potential exists. Open yourself to receiving from the divine. You may receive inspiration, energy, gifts, opportunities, or creative impulse to bring something new into the world. The cultivation of your receptive power will allow you to give birth to a new phase of your life or a new creation. The appearance of this ally is signaling a moon time, a time to retreat in seclusion, from which you will gain the insight and strength you need to move forward on your journey. It's time to trust the unseen forces that are at work in your life. Instead of trying to make it all happen under your own power, it is time to stop and to receive. It may even be time to look at your shadow self and see where you may be afraid of opening to your true creative potential in the unseen aspects of your deepest self. Open to your spirit by removing yourself from distractions of the external. This is just reading into the whole thing. By moving within, you encourage your inner self to speak and to share with you the secrets of your hidden path. Wow. To abundance and self-sufficiency. Okay, so that was really pretty. Thank you, Naisha. Thank you, Ryder, or Waite Smith, cards and the planets for just a beautiful reading. I was really happy to do that. So thank you also for tuning in. I apologize for the lack of full readings. I'm really trying to balance everything so that I can get these done and out. I'm really grateful for anyone who tunes in and watches the readings and also looks at the season readings and the Venus reading. So I will have a Venus reading for Venus and Aries, and I just hope that everyone has a lovely week full of new opportunities and divine messages. Thank you so much. Have a great day.